And welcome to the Part-Time Nerd Podcast with me, your host, Alan. And joining me today is Mr. Detention Dave. How are you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. How are you?
You know what? I'm doing good. Doing good. Kinda been watching a lot of crap lately. Doing a lot of reviews. Just I've been in that groove, so it's just like let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So here we are visiting. Now, this is a new Saturday morning special we're going to try out. We're going to revisit some old cartoons from our childhood, and we're going to start with the smash hit Recess. This was on from 97 to 99. There was 3 seasons, 2 movies. And you had the first 2 seasons. There was 13 episodes in each one of those seasons, and the last season there was actually 39 episodes.
Wow.
You can find this over on Disney Plus, and I I love this when I was a kid, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I still love it.
Well,
Like going
here's the
back and
thing.
watching it, I still like it.
You weren't a child when this came out. You were 17 years old.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
still
yeah.
a
You
kid.
act like this is like, something like G.I. Joe or was it the He-Man or something like like 5 or
Okay,
6, 8 years old. You're 17 at
I was
this
still a
point.
kid.
You're
So
almost you're 4 months away from being 18. I I also love this show, but for some reason, I remember it back when I was like 13 or 14. I don't remember it being 17 years old and watching it. Um, that's
but
probably
you
why
were.
that's probably just why I watched like maybe it was just on or something like that. It came on if you're watching ABC, something like that, it's on early in the morning on a Saturday. You're waking up and whatnot. But yeah, I can't believe when I saw the date, I was like 97. That's unbelievable. It really is. But as soon as you hear the music, you're right back into it. We watched the first 3 episodes. I thought they're all great because they're all 2 episodes each, right? You get a
Yeah.
they're essentially cut down the middle, 11 minutes each. Um, a lot of fun, for what you're watching. That they're complaining about the school food, tomato soup that'll like eat away your your spoon that they're feeding the kids. Old Rusty, the gym, a jungle gym. When was the last time you saw like a big bad A jungle gym or something like that? It's it's been forever because now everything is like plastic. Everything is bubble wrapped and everything. Back then, everything was made out of metal with lead paint.
And that's what they wanted to replace it with, a nice fancy plastic jungle gym.
Yeah. God.
But, no, it's great, and it follows, your characters in there. You got TJ, Spinelli, Gretchen, Mikey, Gus, and Vince, and they're all it's all a cross section of every type of kid that you get in the school. And then you have throughout the playground all the different types. You had your diggers, you had upside down girl, you had um, the swinger, the kindergartners, which were like little.
The tribe of them, man. They were out there
Right.
to wreck some shop. They were terrifying.
Yeah.
I probably liked TJ, back when I was younger, but I'm a Mikey guy now. Mikey's funny. He's got jokes. he's he throws out, and this is also reminded me of the time period because he refers to Prince as the artist formerly known as Prince. And I was like,
Right.
holy crap, this isn't as old as I think it is, it's 97. And but yeah, Mikey for me, I'm a Mikey guy definitely right now. He's funny as hell.
Oh yeah, Mikey's great. Especially the last episode we watched was Officer Mikey, where he wanted to be part of the safety patrol, and they go through and they do everything so he can do it. And he does it for a day, and they're like, "What are you doing, Mikey? You're supposed to be." He's like, "Yeah, no." Turns out it wasn't really cut from that cloth. Like I had to wake up early and miss breakfast, and it was raining, and yeah, no.
I wasn't cut from that cloth. Oh my god. Excuse me. Yeah, just a ton of episodes. If you go, and it ran all the way to what? What'd you say? 2005, I think. So
No, 1999.
99. Oh, I have
Yeah,
season
there's
7,
3 seasons.
episode 21, December 1st, 20. Now, there's a lot of different there's if you go to Disney Plus and look at it, there's different versions, but it's the same kids or whatever. But there's some like the next generation type stuff. So that's probably what I'm picking up here. But
Yeah, you had 2, movies that spinned off of it. Um, but yeah, it was a great show, and the cool thing is that, again, this is something that I've introduced to my daughters, and they love. It's something that I sit down and I watch with the youngest all the time, And if the oldest walks by and it's on, she's too cool to like things right now. She's 15, but like if she's just walking by you, you'll see her just kind of stop and watch it for a minute. Next thing you know, she's sitting down and grumpy face, but then after a while, she's laughing with the rest of us, just
Yeah,
having a
there's a
good
lot
time.
of laughing part. You'll laugh at it, and I think the only thing that I would recommend them doing is remastering it just a little bit on the visual, because it's still
Uh,
the same, the standard frame. It's got very rough animation. You know what I mean? There wasn't a lot of money dumped into these things back then, and they didn't really have to do a whole lot for a
yeah,
kid to
no,
sit
they
there and
didn't.
watch a cartoon. They just had to make sure they were witty and funny, and I thought it was great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty wholesome considering, there's no violence or anything like that. There's a bunch of the Ashleys. Someone needs to go around and kick all the Ashleys' ass. I don't know. As soon as they started talking, they were acting like that. My sister's name Ashley, and she was a brat like that when she was that age too. I was like, oh my god,
So they nailed
ugh.
the name on that one. You're saying.
Yeah, nailed it.
But yeah, I mean, and you're talking about like wholesome, like they've got the episode, the experiment that we watched, where the one kid they're talking about all the wise tales and stuff like that. This kid was abducted by aliens, this kid that, and then one kid's like, I've got a story, but you can't handle it. You can't handle this story. I can't. I'm not even going to tell you. Like, no, come on, man, tell us. And it's about like his older brother kissing a girl and liking it. They're like, what? No way, no. So they have to, for science, do their own experiment, and then you get TJ and Spinelli to kiss each other, and yeah, it's just funny. They're like, oh yeah, no, this was disgusting, gross, blah 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 blah. But you knew something was going on there, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, all in all, I was skeptic. I told you, I think when we were chatting about it, I was like, I remember going back and trying to watch them, and I was like, it kind of sucked. But I think I just threw it on and left it there. You know what I mean? I didn't sit there
right,
and actually pay attention. This time I paid attention, and I was thrown right back to the '90s immediately. And I was like, okay, well, that's a cool feeling. It's always fun to go back, and it's one of those cartoons that help you get back there.
yeah. Not only does it take you back to like when you watched it, but it takes you back to when you were a kid on the playground
Mhm.
and everything. Like the kid code episode where, you can't. Oh, you can't. You already traded. You can't be an Indian giver. You don't want to be that kid. And then the jinx, and it goes all the way through to where he's not saying anything. They're getting ready to send him up to district because he's one of these kids. He's shenanigans. And then finally, someone says his name, and the like security guys that are taking him away. They're like, "Oh, it's another classic case of the jinx. I get it, man. All right, man. Go have a good day." But
Yeah.
it just every episode I watched, I laughed. I had a great time with it. If you've never watched it before, I highly recommend you go and watch it because it's great. It's funny. It's again something you can sit down and you can watch with your kids, and they're going to enjoy it, and you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah. Agree.
Yep. You got anything else, buddy?
Not sit down and watch it. There's a ton of episodes, but get a couple under your belt and see how you feel about it. And if you need filler, everybody's looking for stuff to watch these days. Just go back.
Yep. Easy watch. Easy,
Mhm.
easy watch. All right, guys. Hey, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, share, comment, um, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you have anything you want us to watch, just go and send us over an email, parttimenerdpodcast@gmail.com. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.